In this video, I'm going to explain how to use the WeShow software. This software can be used in TC series controllers. So I'm going to use the latest controller, which is TC909. I'm going to show you how to change the language. So you click here, confirm. So after clicking here to confirm, you go on the right corner to change the language to English. Now it's in Chinese, so you can change the language to English. Then you click on EN. So now you can see the language is in English. The next step is connect the controller to the ArtNet. So to connect the controller to ArtNet, you click on device. Only on the device, you click on set the device. So if you can see the device, you're going to see the name of the device and the other details. Make sure you change the last digit of the IP address to 123. And the slave, it depends on the slave quantity you are using. I'm just using one slave, so I just need slave. Doesn't need to leave it slave. And the universe, usually always the starting universe is 1, so you click on 1. DS to change the IC type. So we have different kind of IC chips here. We have DMX and SPI IC chips. So I'm going to use WS2811. So let me click on WS2811. ES to choose the universes and the channels. The universes per port. So this is an 8-port controller which supports 6 universes per port, but in this case I'm going to use only 4 universes because I'm going to do a symbol mapping. So I'm going to choose 2048 channels with 4 universes. Then after that, then you click apply to controller. The next step is to go and do the mapping. To do the mapping, you go on layout, click on layout. So on layout, that's where you do the mapping. There's lead type, so you need to make sure you check your lead type. Mostly is RGB, but in some cases it can be GRB or RGBW. So make sure you choose the right sequence of your leads. So I'm going to use RGB, so I choose RGB. Then sim the device. Then on sim the device on here, that's where you can access. So here you can see all the number of ports we have here. So you can choose how many ports you want to do. So in this case, I'm going to do only 4 ports. You click on the port which you want to do the mapping. After clicking on the port, so we have 2 options here. We do the leads mapping. So we have the point draw. This we need to draw each pixel by each pixel, each pixel by each pixel, which make it like a long way to do. Or there's fast drawing. So on this fast drawing, you can just do the mapping in a faster way. So I'm going to go with the fast drawing. So after click the fast drawing, then you choose the way of the mapping which you want to go with. So we have vertical and horizontal. So I'm going to go with the horizontal S-shaped. So after clicking, you can see now you can see that is horizontal first. Then you click, and we have the first port. So let me go on the second port. On the second port, you just come and draw according to your pixel mapping. So we're going to have different colors on each port. And the third port, like this. And the fourth port, like this. If you're done with the mapping, then the next step is to export the file. So to export the file, make sure choose the way you want to save your file. I'm going to save it on desktop to make it easier to find it. Then you click select folder, then you write the name. So let me just do testing. Then it will say, are you sure with all the details you entered? Then you press yes. Then I press yes. Then export successfully. Then it's done. So this software is just for mapping. It doesn't have effects. So if you want to go to effects now, you need to use another software, which is in this case, we're going to use Madrix. So I'm going to use WeShow software and Madrix together. Let me open my Madrix software. So now on Madrix, so the Madrix, the first thing is to connect the controller to Madrix. So you click on preference, then you go on device manager. On device manager, you go on ArtNet. Then on ArtNet, you click on the file box here to export the file which was imported from the WeShow. Then here, then you can see the file here, which is test file. Then you open the file. We have 6 universes. Then you click here on the search button to have the old number of universes. You can see all 32 universes appear here. Then you go on device. Then you make sure you turn everything on before you do anything. Then after that, you send full, apply, then okay. The next step is to go and see the effects. Then you choose the effects which you want to use. So we have different kind of effects. So let me just take some of the effects which I'm going to use. I'm going to use this color crow effect. Then you go on the next one, which effect you want to use. Then I'm going to go with the random fill like this. Then the third one, I'm going to go with the flames. Then the fourth one, I'm going to go with the wave effect. After choosing the effects you want to play, then you click on preference again and click on page editor. So on the page editor, now we want to import the file which we did with WeShow software to Madrix. And then you click on open. So click on open, you can see the name of the file here. This is the test file. You can see the file here. Then you click open. So you can see now the file appears on our page editor, and also you can see it on the main screen here. We close this page and we open again the software. Now we want to start the recording, then we save the file to the SD card, which we can use offline. So to record the file, you click on effects. On effects, you click on add more rows. So on add more rows, you can see all the details here. Starting row, we have the starting point, the recording time, and add row. So on add row, so you go on the add row, the last here. So this add row is like to select the number of effects which you want to record. So in this case, I'm going to record 4 effects. So I'm going to click 4 here. And the time, you can choose the time of each, the time you want each effect to play. So let me make it short. Let me make it 10 seconds for each play. So after this, then you press enter. So you can see the 4 files here. You can see the 4 files here. So now let's start recording. So you click here on record data. We're going to record the effects from Madrix. Then we save it to SD card and we can play it on the controller manually without connecting to Ethernet. Let me click on record data. So now you can see on the Madrix start recording the effects. So we're recording the effect. You can see also here on the WeShow software that is now on the second effect. So we are recording the effects, the flame effect now. The third one is the flames. You can see we're recording the flame effects. Then we go to the third one and the fourth one. Then you go to the radical effect. We did the fourth effect. So wait until it finish. Then it said data record complete. So now we have our data. The last step is to take the file which we recorded on Madrix to the SD card. Then you can play on the SD card. So make sure you go on the SD card and make sure your SD card is clean. It doesn't have any effect. So let me make sure my SD card is clean. This is my SD card. It have 4 files already. Let me format my SD card first. Make sure I format the SD card before install any effects. Make sure I choose the directory where you want your file to be stored, so it will be easier for you to look for the file. Click here on upload files, then you can see the files which you recorded. So we have effect 1, effect 2, effect 3, and effect 4. So these files are in DAT form. So now you need to just copy to your SD card. So let me copy and export to my SD card, which is the USB. And let me export to the USB or the files. So now you can see I have 4 files on the USB. That's all how to record the effects. After that, you take the SD card and plug it on the controller. Then you can play the effects. I'm going to show you soon playing the effects. Now I want to show you the effect which I created playing with this controller. So I already plug in my SD card, which you can see over there. Then let me plug in the power. You can see on the screen there is autoplay. Let me put the power for the strip. You can see now the effects on the strip which I recorded, and you can see here it's on autoplay. So it's playing the second effect. Now it's playing the third effect. You can see the change on the strip, and you can see now we're on the first effect. We have 4 effects, so it's quite easy to program effects using WeShow software and Madrix combined.